What's going on? It's your man Diamond K, of course, on Fire TV, radio on Fire, the Diamond K Show. There is a such thing as fighting too long. There is a such thing as staying in the ring longer than you should. Now, for someone like, let's say, Errol Spence Jr., he's 33 years old. He's had 29 fights. So you may say, oh, he's not staying in the ring too long. Now, after the historic beatdown that Errol Spence suffered at the hands of Terence Crawford, I don't want to see a rematch. I don't think anybody wants to see a rematch. I don't think the Spence camp wants to see a rematch. But a rematch is what Errol Spence says he plans to exercise because of the contract, the first fight. But this could be the biggest mistake of his career. And I'm guessing he'll accept when he has time to really think about it, hopefully. There's no reason to believe that the outcome would be any different. Crawford outclassed Spence because he's a much better fighter, arguably the best fighter in the world. And a rematch is not going to change that. Well, I mean, could Spence do something differently? He fought aggressively and was beaten down by counter punches. He could box more than he normally does, but the moments that he tried, that didn't work either. The only scenario that might warrant a rematch would be if Spence had to drain himself to make weight or fought with a serious injury. He said before the fight that he planned to move up to 154 for his next bout. Spence gave no indication that making 147 would constitute a significant handicap in the fight, or that he was suffering from some other physical disorder. His problem in the ring was his opponent, not pre-existing issues. Spence said in the ring afterward, no excuses. Spence's record is 28-1 with 22 knockouts. I think it will be wise for him to take a step back to really assess the devastating setback, learn from it. Maybe move up to 154 and then target anybody not named Terence Crawford. That's how he can start the rebuilding process. But when it comes to a pre-existing issue, when it comes to problems outside of the ring, I don't know if some history with Errol Spence did not play into what we saw. Now, there was a doctor, and the doctor had an appearance on the BDA boxing podcast. The doctor did not want to reveal his name, so we do have to take that in consideration. The doctor said that his wife, watching the fight, thought that Spence was high on weed or marijuana upon entering the ring to fight Crawford. And many folks know that Errol Spence had a car accident in 2019 that could have taken his life. His Ferrari flipped over multiple times following a night out partying. He was speeding, traveling at a very high speed and was ejected from the vehicle. He was not wearing a seatbelt. While he didn't have any broken bones, he did suffer facial lacerations. It was a very, very serious car accident. And something like that, it cannot help but affect your performance in the future and just your overall quality of life. And then if your profession is boxing, that's significant. Check out what the doctor, who did not reveal his name, but check out what the doctor had to say.
Hey, gentlemen, thank you for having me on. I just wanted to kind of share, from this perspective, I've performed neurological exams on quite a few patients over my years. And when you're looking for somebody who's either had head trauma or maybe has had a stroke, even people with dementia, which is another form of neurological damage, there's certain things that you look for. And my wife, when she saw Errol Spence enter the ring, she asked me, she's like, he looks like he's on marijuana. And I told her, I said, he has residual neurological damage from his car accident. That people have commented on this, but people, if you don't have the experience doing this, you're not going to pick up on it. So one of the things when you're doing a neurological exam on somebody, you look at, there's like a glassy look to a person's eyes when they have either a concussion or they have advanced stages of dementia. And if you compare video of Errol Spence before his accident, just do a little assessment on the eye exam of what I'm telling you. It is apparent. I mean, it is honestly, it is embarrassing how obvious it is that he's significantly compromised. So what I would say to this is just think back to what they did to Muhammad Ali when they let him fight with Parkinson's. People will let somebody get into the ring even though there is obvious issues with their ability to perform.
When you talk about boxing, the referee always says protect yourself at all times. And what really stuck out to me from that clip with the doctor talking was significantly compromised. Is that what we are seeing? Is that what we have seen? Are we looking at a fighter who has been significantly compromised, yet we are watching him, excited to see him fight? So, Spence, he wants to fight again. That was something that was clear, and nobody will want to go out with that kind of performance. You want another opportunity at Crawford. Obviously, in terms of business, he seems to be open for a rematch. He believes that fans would buy into a second fight, which means that it would generate a lot of money for both men. And that, I guess, is the name of the game, money. We know that it would be a low-risk fight and a high-reward proposition for him. He's 35. He would like to pad his bank account while he can. And he could legitimately ask, why not? What do I have to lose? Of course, the problem again is that the first fight was conclusive. That defeat was decisive. I mean, what could be the motivation? Would fans be motivated to see it? I don't know. Fans want matchups that they perceive to be competitive, not a mismatch. And what we saw with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford was a mismatch. I don't know if we want to see that again. There are some other fighters, and the bottom line, Crawford does not need Spence. He doesn't have anything to prove. A second Crawford-Spence fight would be a bad look for the sport. I think that it would be. Rematches are appropriate when the original fight was close, compelling, controversial. The beatdown that Crawford gave Spence was not controversial. It was sad. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, Threads at The Diamond K Show. Of course, ONFIRE-TV, Radio on Fire. Just search The Diamond K Show.